What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for watching the video for today. So here we can see, guys, when you buy XRP or any digital currency, you do not receive an investment contract. Again, talking about the lawsuit, guys, we are waiting for a verdict, and of course it is very soon. Now let's take a look at this, where these people talk about an investment contract.
When you buy securities, you get a piece of paper.
Yeah,
Do you get,
and Howie,
if you buy digital currency, do you get anything electronically or otherwise?
and Howie, there were
it has the terms of the contract.
nothing. In Howie, there was a contract. In Warfield, there was a contract. If plaintiff here bought XRP on an exchange, he received no contract. It imposed no obligations on Ripple. And this is something that you'll hear from us at summary judgment. But how can there be an investment contract without a contract, in the first place? An investment contract is a type of contract.
Very obviously, this is one of the requirements of the Howey test. In this Howey case, which became the Howey test, there was a investment contract, like a physical contract or a digital contract where two parties agree to receive some kind of reward or some kind of agreement between the two parties. When you buy XRP on an exchange, or it doesn't matter where, you do not go into an agreement with Ripple. This is unheard of. Some people even don't know about Ripple when they invested in XRP. So here you can clearly see this is just one tackle point that the SEC will be unable to fulfill, guys. They will be unable to show the judge that Ripple is going into an investment contract with other people that buy XRP. It's just impossible, right? The whole problem here is, guys, there is bigger things at hand. They're playing a script, and this is all part of the plan. And that is why no one understands, how does this even make sense? Because digital assets are very new. How can you grab the Howey test, which is literally 100 years almost old, and actually go and try to tackle this problem with something like that, which is absolutely new? Because we know that blockchain technology is maybe a decade old, right? So you can clearly see, guys, that there is something going on, and again, we will see more of this. FAM Tranglo with Ripple Lulu Exchange will scale cross-border payments to end from the CGC region and propel financial access to new heights. So here you can see, guys, that Tranglo and Lulu will scale cross-border payments. These are very big entities. You can go look them up, guys. These are people dealing with billions of dollars, and this is just the beginning of something very great. Now here we can see in 1946, in its subcon Howey brief, the SEC unsuccessfully argued that an investment in a common enterprise was unnecessary provided there was a community of interest. The SEC was wrong then, and it is still wrong now. Common interest is common enterprise. So here we can clearly see another example of how the SEC is wrong, guys. While some of the cases do stress elements in the particular situations making the enterprise a common one, there is no suggestion in the statutory language that an investment contract is limited to an investment in a single enterprise. The requirement of a public offering, Section 4, does of course necessitate sufficient community of interest to make the individual units offered substantially similar investments. Now, what we can understand from this is that the SEC was wrong when it was saying that an investment contract is an investment in community of interest. This is clearly not true, right? So again, showing us multiple things here that the SEC just cannot win this. There is no way, and you still doubt that XRP is gonna go up after the lawsuit, guys. When we have a verdict, this thing is set to blow out, right? And we will be very lucky if we also get a bull market, which is very likely. Ripple Liquidity Hub is a turnkey liquidity and global payout platform built specifically for enterprise. Learn how to seamlessly bridge the new world of digital assets with the traditional world of fiat. Now, I cannot show you this video, guys, because of rights. So, but go watch it. It's interesting, right? And you can clearly see that Ripple is tackling a very, very big problem with this liquidity hub, right? Bridge traditional fiat systems with the new world of crypto. Now, there's still people think that crypto is dangerous, right? The problem is, guys, because you can make so much money in crypto and it's still unregulated, that's what makes it dangerous, right? Because people can literally scam you and you can connect to the wrong website or you can do something and your funds are gone. Yes, but once you have the knowledge and once you understand what Ripple is doing and you understand crypto in general, you understand that what Ripple is doing is the opposite thing of dangerous. They're literally making innovation happen. They're literally putting on the rails for the future, because the future is, guys, blockchain technology. Blockchain technology will not go away. Distributed ledger technology as well, like Ripple. But you have to understand that it's not just gonna be XRP and Ripple. Of course, there's gonna be more things, and that is why they are laying the rails, guys, for more cryptocurrencies. It's not just about XRP. And here you can clearly see the new world of crypto. They are talking about more cryptocurrencies than just XRP, right? These are the benefits of Liquidity Hub. You can access crypto, you can change it into fiat, you can do all kinds of things. This is life-changing and actually breaking for entities that are dealing with very big amounts of money, right? And they already tested this. They already are very successful with this. And the problem is here, guys, people are looking through a lens where they think crypto is dangerous. And that narrative is being pushed around because they do not want you to invest in this new kind of thing that is actually the future, right? Because everything is going to be digital, guys, whether you like it or not. Very simple. Withward Policy Director, EMA at Ripple. For us in Ripple, given the nature of our business is cross-border payments, of course, perhaps the interesting aspects of crypto usage in Africa is the payments use case. We have a product called On-Demand Liquidity. We got a partnership with MSFA Africa, which we're using to expand our presence in the region to scale our business alongside local partners as digital payments and crypto adoption grows. Let's take a look.
And then close third is actually Africa. So we've got 54 countries sitting in Africa, right? Whilst MiCA may be awesome in the EU and regulations coming up in North America, we actually need something fit for purpose in Africa. And that's what we at Yellowcard are actually trying to build, that rails and network within Africa, because it's a very different use case. The utility of cryptocurrency, virtual assets is very, very different in Africa. How do you see that playing out day to day, Andrew, in your world?
Yeah, and I think that's a very important point. You know, this is a very global industry. It's not just the US, even if it maybe started there 10 years ago or so. And I would echo a lot of what Cedric just said, particularly around the problems of regulation by enforcement compared to what I was talking about earlier, a comprehensive, clear regime that you can build on. I, again, would echo a lot of Angela's points around that. I mean, to your point specifically on Africa and its adoption of crypto, I mean, this is fairly obvious, and it goes to what Aina was saying earlier. The important thing is for each government or authority to decide what policy objectives it has for the crypto sector in its own country. You know, it could be, for example, improving remittance flows, which is something, you know, as I said, that Ripple helps with, or it could be to drive financial inclusion or to enhance and grow the domestic financial sector. Ultimately leading to economic growth. I mean, of course, you can have multiple objectives too. Once that's decided, then you decide how to regulate it and what the robust or comprehensive regulatory regime should look like to allow this to happen.
So very simple. That's the stage America is right now, right? They're deciding how is this going to benefit us and how are we going to regulate this. Very simple. Again, that is why the lawsuit is happening, guys. Don't forget that America is still the biggest economy today in the world. Of course, that is changing, but it's still as of today. Here we can see a very interesting video. Tushar Jain, founder of Multicoin Capital. How did he know what FTX was working with the CFTC on? Same guy had a hunch the SEC would go after Ripple for XRP being in Security Congress. What else did this guy and his VC friends know? Now, again, there is multiple agendas playing out, guys, and that is why we are about to see something very, very crazy. Let's take a look.
For example, FTX has this application out in front of the CFTC to be able to trade futures, crypto futures in the US. It is the first proposal that uses the risk engines that were developed for crypto trading to bring to the futures market. It's the first real innovation in the futures market infrastructure in decades.
So you have to understand, guys, that this is the whole point, right? These guys in America, we're talking about people with a very high function. They were using this unregulated space for their own good, and you can clearly see that. They created FTX, which is all combined and like literally related to the SEC. There's people who have been meeting with them, and there's enough evidence, guys, at this point that we know that this was an inside job. Because the space is unregulated, they are profiting from this, right? Once it's regulated, it's very hard to do those things. It's like an inside criminal investigation, a criminal entity that is doing its thing before like the regulation hits the fan, right? This is clearly what's going on here, and you can see that this guy was already knowing what they were working on with the FTX and the CFTC, meaning they were meeting. These people were having meetings. They talked about this, and then the FTX just goes out to collapse and rugs people hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars, guys. So again, understand that there is a bigger agenda going on, but Ripple will win in the end. That's just how simple this is. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Cheers.